Some of you I've known since I was a little girl. Others since Dad gave Tommy and me our first summer jobs. Some of you have worked here for over 30 years. All of you have been so loyal and have worked so hard and put so much of yourselves into building this company. But Ojai Foods will be closing its doors for good this week. I want you to know that that we intend to honor our commitment to you with full severance. Your benefits are fully protected, and we're here to help out with any job assistance that you may need. You are the heart and the soul of this company. I am so very sorry.
The employee benefit fund is solid. They're going to get paid first. And then we have the bank loans and the taxes. And after that, the vendors, the contractors, and the other creditors.
Okay, listen. I just want to say that I intend to get every last penny of equity out of this company for you and for the rest of the family.
Well, Sarah, that's a very noble goal, but it's totally unrealistic. I mean, inevitably there will be pain for everyone.
Well, I'm sorry, Sol. I am not prepared to accept that. Okay, Tommy, what's the status on the land sale?
Most of the contracts on the real estate are done, and we're negotiating the sale of the winery.
Good. Okay, I have a prospective buyer coming in to tour the building this afternoon.
I know we have to do it, but it breaks my heart.
Okay, what else?
I have a liquidation company coming in. They're going to value the furniture and the equipment. We'll sell the semis, the delivery trucks, the vans that will go in the credit column. But the problem is time. The longer we take, the more money we spend.
Right. Kevin's going to need a few computers and printers. He volunteered to run the job placement office.
That's fine.
Anything else?
No.
Okay, then. Let's get to work.
Okay, I have a 15-month-old son who's at that stage where he crosses his arms and he sticks out his lower lip and he says no to everything. I mean, I had no idea that motherhood would be so much like the Senate. See? Do you see? I can't tell a joke.
Well, try saying it faster.
I am so screwed. Every winning candidate for statewide office going all the way back to Reagan has killed at the Gold Rush dinner. I can't afford to be less funny than my opponent. I can't afford to go up there and die.
No, come on. Come on, we're gonna rally. We have to do this.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Look, now that we've got me sitting next to the Attorney General, if you go out there, screw up and shame the family, he's never gonna give me a job.
Great. That's right, Kevin. Let's just make it all about you.
Yeah, look, I'm ready to laugh. Seriously. Go.
Oh, you know, this one actually is probably one of my best.
Great.
Have you ever noticed how the Democrats blame the Republicans for everything that goes wrong in this state? I mean, one of them is sponsoring a new bill to rename the San Andreas Fault the Republicans' fault. That is totally a fake laugh.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Don't lie to a dying woman.
Don't say that. It's probably just the material.
I'm doomed.
Hello. Mr. Wright?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Nora Walker. I'm Sarah's mother. She's busy right now, but I could show you around if that's all right.
I'm sorry to have to meet you under these circumstances. I run a family operation, too. Both my boys work for me. So I know this must be hitting you all very hard.
Yes. Thank you. That's very kind of you. We can take the back stairway here.
Uh-huh.
This whole neighborhood has changed so much over the past few years. There used to be nothing here, and now there's so many restaurants and shops, and a lot of these buildings are being converted into lofts.
Oh, well, that's exactly why I'm here.
Really? Really? Oh, I can't tell you how happy that makes me. This place has been such a big and important part of my family. Well, the idea that other families might move here and be happy, it just makes selling the place almost bearable.
I'm sorry, but I think you may have the wrong idea. I own Wright & Sons Parking Systems. We build and operate parking structures.
So you're not interested in the building?
No, just the property it sits on. Your daughter didn't tell you.
No, she didn't.
You told him to go away?
Yes, I sent him away. Sarah, how can you even consider selling the place to someone who just wants to tear it down?
Because he made the best offer.
But Sarah, this building is the only thing left to show that we were ever here, that the company even existed. How can you sell it to someone who just wants to scrape it off the face of the earth?
You think I want to?
Did you even try to find someone else?
What do you think? Of course I did, Mom. We are damn lucky we found this guy.
There has to be someone.
It's a building, for God's sake. While it might hold some sentimental value for us, I can't let that keep us from making the right deal.
Fine. Then I will find someone to buy the building myself.
Fine, you have 2 days. So, what do you think, Sergio? They've got experience, they're loyal, they're honest.
Sarah, if it was up to me, I'd hire your entire crew, but I can't make any more hires until business picks up.
Okay, listen, cut the crap. Your biggest competitor is going out of business. If you don't start making a lot of money, you're doing something wrong. I mean, you can at least hire some of our guys.
Sergio, hey, listen, we appreciate anything you can do, all right?
Thanks, Tommy.
Things are a little tough right now.
You know I'd like to help, but the economy's bad right now.
Hey, look, we understand, all right? And if things change, just keep us in mind, all right?
You got it, Tommy.
Speak to you soon. Bye.
You just let him off the hook.
Sarah, what are you doing? You need to calm down, all right? You can't single-handedly find jobs for everybody.
We're putting a lot of people out of work. People with families, with mortgages. I will put as much pressure on as I can.
I understand. But you gotta take it easy on everybody, including yourself. Look, you've already got Mom all upset.
Yeah, well, Mom seems to care a lot more about bricks and mortar than she does about people.
Sarah, just dial it back, okay? Take a deep breath. I don't need to worry about you on top of everything else.
Holly, are you sure this is the last of them?
Yeah, I'm sure. Thanks for picking up all the boxes.
Wow. Look at you.
You like my hair like this?
Oh, you look fantastic.
Can you believe I am trying to get a job at another produce company?
Listen to me, Maddox Thompson is a great place, and they are all going to love you.
I hope so, because I really need a job.
Don't worry about it. You're going to get this job, sweetheart.
When's the last time you called me sweetheart? When we were dating?
Dating? Can you imagine if we had stayed together?
Yeah, you and I in our platonic relationship, snuggled in front of the TV watching old classic movies. That should have been my first clue.
Well, that and our mutual love for candor and ebb.
Well, there's a lot to be said for good companionship.
I'll say there is. All right, go ahead. You're gonna get this job. I'll lock up.
Okay.
Listen, Roland, I'm meeting with Stanton tonight. Look, I want to take him down as badly as you do, but I have to wait for him to make me an offer. And I can't just force this. You guys just gotta be patient. I gotta go.
Hello? Hey. Hey. So... Whoa, you're not going anywhere, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry something came up.
No, I need you to stay and laugh at Kitty's jokes.
I thought you hired a joke writer.
Yeah, I did. He wrote 6 pages, but she's completely lost her confidence, so I need a nice audience. Scotty's coming, but he's a weak laugher.
I'm sorry, I can't do it.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, I lost my car keys.
Try the side pocket.
You're good.
I know, that's why you used to pay me the medium buck. So, are you off to one of your secret Defense Department's clandestine Black Ops espionage meetings?
So deep undercover that most people are going to think I'm eating chicken dinner and talking about trade tariffs.
A meeting on trade tariffs just came up?
Would you cross-examine someone else and tell Kitty I say goodbye?
If you were doing something covert or dangerous or unethical, you would tell me, right?
No, I wouldn't. But I'm not. So drop it.
Thanks for coming in. We'll be in touch. Holly Harper.
Hi.
It's good to see you.
Thanks.
We're sorry to hear about Ojai.
Oh, thanks, Tim. And it's nice of you to meet with me.
Oh, of course. I feel I should tell you right up front, you are completely overqualified for this position.
Well, I just want to try something new. Expand my horizons.
All right, then. Well, you want any coffee or anything before we start?
Nope, I'm fine.
Great. Then come on in.
Now, this is a winner. A lot of people think I'm running for my husband's Senate seat to prove that I'm as good as he is. Actually, we just didn't want to lose the health insurance.
You see, that's hilarious.
No, Kevin, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Scotty, is that funny?
I don't think so. I'm sorry, but I think these jokes are lame.
I paid good money for these jokes.
Yeah, well, they must have been having a 2-for-1 sale.
At the lame joke store.
This guy's like the top Hollywood joke writer.
Yeah, Hollywood, Florida.
That's funny.
Well, thank you.
Oh, here's one. Oh, this is good. Now that my husband's decided not to run for re-election, he's always asking me to cook his favorite dish. Lame duck soup.
Chemotherapy was more amusing than that.
That was funny. She is funny. Why don't you think she's funny?
Yeah, Kevin, why don't you think I'm funny?
You are funny, but in a smart-assy type of way. Is that what you want? You want to stand up at the gold rush and be a smart-ass?
All right, fine. I'm trying. I really am. It's just that this is not my thing. Okay, here's one. Bill Clinton, the Dalai Lama, and Mick Jagger are teaming up at the
Teeing up?
Oh, wait a minute. They're golfing.
Yeah.
Oh, this could be good. Okay, we've got the Dalai Lama. We've got Mick Jagger.
Stanton.
Sorry about the accommodations, but it wouldn't do either one of us any good to be seen together.
I don't know. Are we doing something wrong?
You're coming to the end of your term. You're gonna need a job. And I think I have one for you. I'm a donor at the Cardwell Institute, and I know that they'd be thrilled to have you. I can guarantee you $7 million a year.
$7 million. Well, that is generous and conspicuous.
We can direct most of it to an offshore account if you want. And it's not generous when you consider the good you're gonna do for us. $7 million doesn't even cover the paper clips on this project.
Well, the committee meets next week to approve the contract, and I think I can get the votes. I don't see any real opposition.
And if there is,
I'll take care of it.
And how many applicants did they have?
Counting me and my guys, maybe 35.
For 2 positions?
Yeah. I waited 3 hours, but then they told us they filled the jobs and we should go home. Not a lot of work for drivers right now.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll make some more calls. Maybe we can get you something temporary to tide you over.
Okay, thanks.
No problem. But in the meantime, I'll help your crew file for their unemployment benefits because those checks take a while to come through.
Yeah, I know.
Pedro, I'm so sorry about all of this.
Now listen, a lot of people here are worse off than I am.
I'll call you as soon as I know anything.
Thanks.
Hey. So, I picked you up some yogurt, but I couldn't remember if you like the double chocolate or the chocolate, so I got you both. But is stuff still crazy at Ojai?
Oh, you have no idea.
Was it your resume?
Yeah, I'm trying to make the 2 years that I worked for my mom look like a career.
Okay, how about this?
Austin, I'm supposed to work.
What if I were to say that I have an idea that does not involve a resume?
I'd say I'm listening.
Okay, hear me out. This group on campus is recruiting med students to go to Haiti for a year to help out. And Rebecca, I think this would be awesome for us. I could go help people that are suffering right now and not in 7 years. And, you know, with Ojai closing, you can come with me. And, you know, you said you want to get back into photography so you could take pictures and sort of document the whole thing, which would then be you helping too. There's my sales pitch. So it's your turn to talk.
Justin, listen, I knew that medical school wasn't everything that you...
Oh, no, it's just sabbatical. I would actually get credit for hands-on experience down there, so the timing of it is perfect.
Not all the timing.
What does that mean?
Justin, I want to talk about this, but I have a second-round interview for this new job.
Second round? When was I going to hear about the first round?
Apparently when I heard about Haiti. Justin, listen, I do love photography, and Haiti would be incredible, but I like what I'm doing. This is my career, and let's face it, a year is a really long time.
I mean, how come I feel like you already made up your mind?
Justin, that's not fair. You can't just spring this on me and expect me to say yes immediately.
You know what? Thanks for considering it for all of 20 seconds, Rebecca.
Is there anything good about working at Ojai you remember?
Okay. Well, I wasn't as close to Dad as Tommy or your mom was, so I never worked here as a kid. And I just assumed Dad didn't want me to. Anyway, about a month after I got out of law school, he called me and asked me to look over a contract. And it might just have been a way for him to get free legal advice, I don't know. But for me,
did it make you happy?
I don't know that I've been so proud before or since.
I know you're trying to do the best you can for your employees, but my answer hasn't changed. I'm sorry.
Okay. What if I sweeten the deal?
I'm listening.
Would you hire my loaders and my drivers if I sign over 3 semis to you?
In a word, yes.
Okay, then, we got a deal. Thanks, Sergio. I'll be in touch. What are you doing here?
You left this morning without breakfast or even saying goodbye. So, it's time for croissant, pain au chocolat, grapes. A nice little breakfast.
Listen, don't be mad. My stomach's all knotted up. I can't face the thought of food. On top of everything, my mother is furious at me because she's gotten all sentimental about this building. The worst possible time.
But with all the change going on, I'm sure she's looking for something solid to hold on to, so.
Maybe, but I've got to be practical. I don't have the luxury of getting attached to a building.
Anyway, the only thing that really mattered to me, you eating food, okay?
Come here. I don't suppose coffee counts.
No, sorry.
I can't believe Sarah is doing this.
We have to sell the building. We have no choice.
It's like no one else's opinion matters. Tommy, do you think getting top dollar should be the only criteria for choosing a buyer?
Mom, it's just a building.
It's not just a building. It's our history. It's my history. God, Sarah was just a baby. She wasn't even walking yet. And your father and I worked on those plans together for months and months and months. Wait a minute. Plans. The designer of those plans was Roger Grant.
Yeah, and he lives in London.
No, he's here now. I read it in the Times. Maybe he'll buy the building. You never know.
But, Mom, there's no way he's going to pay what the parking lot people are offering.
Look, the parking lot is not going to happen. I used to have his cell phone number. I used to have his...
See, look, you don't even have his number.
I slept with a man, for God's sakes. I've got his number. Okay, I've got... All right.
Look, Mom, just be careful, all right?
Don't be silly. I'm not in the least bit interested in Roger Grant.
I'm talking about Sarah. I've never seen her like this. Mom, maybe this is the wrong time to pick a fight.
I'm not picking a fight. I'm trying to save a piece of us. Look, Tommy, maybe it isn't important to you or Sarah right now, but someday it might be. Hello, Roger? Hi, it's me, Nora.
So imagine it, okay?
Right at the top there, the two towers will connect via a skywalk. Up on the 70th floor.
Oh, that has got to be one hell of a view.
Yeah, if the permit's take any longer, I'll be doing this project from well above that.
Oh, Roger, stop. Don't talk like that. You're not old. And besides, anything that good is worth waiting for.
Look, I'm sorry I couldn't do dinner. It's just that we have to fly out this evening.
Ah.
Yeah, Kirsten and I.
Is that your assistant or someone you're seeing?
Yeah, the latter.
Oh.
She has us off on this fitness retreat starting tomorrow. Yeah, she's the instructor, and it should be great.
Why do you look so pained?
Oh, I feel bad, Nora. I should have mentioned her before.
No, I'm the one that should have said something. I think my being mysterious might have confused things. Actually, it's Ojai Foods. Roger, we're shutting down.
Wow. I'm sorry about that. It must be a tremendous loss, I'm sure.
I'm so glad you feel that way, because I was thinking our building is one of the first buildings you ever designed.
Very first.
The first. That's perfect. I think you're going to love this idea, Roger. I think you should buy the building. And then you can keep it safe and protect it from any horrible person wanting to tear it down.
You kidding? I pay someone to do that.
What?
Nora, I'm glad the building has been home to your wonderful business for many years, but it's never going to make the Roger Grant architectural tour. I mean, it's just a pastiche of all the other buildings downtown. I was copying other buildings back then. The truth is, I'm more interested in where I've gotten to.
Oh, yes. Yes. I see. You are now into newer, younger, more modern design, sleek and smooth. Yes, that's perfectly clear.
You know, I had no idea that you take my dating a younger woman so personally.
I don't give a rat's ass about your girlfriend. It's the disdain you have for your own history that bothers me. You just want to plaster over all the imperfections in your careers. If you could just Botox your whole past away. Look, I don't love my wrinkles, and I'm certainly not fond of my neck, but I'm not ashamed of them. They are who I am. It's a record of the life I've lived. Our building is humble and simple, and I love it. And I'm just so sorry for you that you don't. Thank you for the coffee.
Pleasure.
I'm Holly Harper, co-president of Ojai Foods.
So, you were my grandfather's girlfriend?
Paige. It's not very appropriate.
Oh, it's okay. No, Paige, you can ask me anything you want.
Did that make it weird to work here?
Sometimes, like now, for instance. But, hey. Oh, look, it's your Aunt Rebecca.
Hey, I'm so sorry to interrupt. I just have some really good news.
What is it, sweetie?
Hey, you guys are looking at the new Associate Vice President of Maddox Thompson Foods.
Maddox Thompson. Wow.
Wow. That's wonderful.
I know. I'm shocked. Apparently, they interviewed a lot of people, too.
Well, why be shocked? They are lucky to have you.
It's all great. Thank you. Hey, Pedro, what's up?
Great news. We're going over to Sergio Costa. All of us. Starting next week.
That's amazing.
this is such great news. The last I heard, Sergio wasn't hiring at all.
He said he talked to Sarah about us. You should give him a call. Maybe there's openings for other people.
Yeah, of course. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations.
Thanks. I gotta go home and tell my wife.
Yeah, of course.
When we started Ojai Foods, your grandfather and I was in my 20s. And aside from a brief stab at retirement, I have spent every day of my working life at Ojai Foods. Yeah. And it's been a very satisfying job, you know, giving nourishment to people, feeding them, filling them up. And I guess if you're lucky enough, it can work both ways. Your job can nourish you, can enrich your life. And I have been very lucky. I have gotten to work with people that I love. But there is a danger to it. I suppose when you don't have children, when you're single like I am, you can rely on your job to give you more than it actually can. It becomes so much a part of you that you can't imagine life without it. Yeah. Without that place to go to every day.
Have you guys seen Rebecca? Yeah, it was her turn to get interviewed by Paige.
My daughter is making a film of the worst week of my life.
Yeah, you know what? We should do something for Rebecca. At this point, any good news is reason for celebration.
What good news?
Way to go, bro. Spoil the surprise.
You know, that job she was up for, she got it at Maddox Thompson.
Oh, yeah, employment's way up. I just spoke to Sergio Acosta to thank him for hiring Pedro and see if he had any more openings.
Why don't you seem happy about it?
Why don't you tell him, Sarah?
I had to do it.
You can't give away company assets.
Oh, hold on. What's going on here?
Just a little embezzlement by a sister.
Oh, it's not embezzlement. Come on, Kev.
Don't kid yourself. Just because you think it's a good cause, it doesn't make it right or legal.
Hold on. What did you give away?
She gave $100,000 to Sergio Acosta in trucks.
You just gave him company trucks?
He assured me that he would hire our crew.
Are you nuts? They don't even belong to you.
No, they belong to the company, and the company failed, and that's why these people are out of work, so the company can take the damn hit. I know what I'm doing.
I don't think you have any idea what you're doing. How are you going to account for the trucks? They flew away?
I was going to pay for them myself.
Really? How?
I was going to sell my house, okay?
Sarah, listen to yourself. I mean, you are so far over the line, you don't even see it.
These people are my responsibility. When you were up in Seattle, I had to live with my inability to save this company every day. And it's not their fault. It is my fault. It is my fault, and I am trying to fix it.
Sarah, stop.
I'm sorry you didn't have your camera with you, Paige. Could have got the real story about the end of Ojai.
Have you ever noticed that the Democrats blame the Republicans?
You know, I can pour you one of your own if you'd like.
Oh, yeah, that would be great as soon as I finish yours. I swear I do not know how you do this all the time. I feel like I actually might vomit.
Okay, look, you're just gonna breathe deeply and make sure your knees don't lock. Hey.
Hey, Kev, what are you doing? Kevin, you're not dressed. We have to leave in like 30 seconds.
I know. Sarah had a meltdown, and it's pretty bad over there.
Well, is she okay? I mean, wait a minute. Is this a real meltdown or a Sarah meltdown?
I'm saying I really should get back there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think that I should come with you. I think that Sarah is really going to need my moral support. And besides, she likes me a lot better than she likes you. So, Robert?
You really think you should blow off the Gold Rush dinner? Because I think it's kind of important.
No, it's all about small businesses and family. I think I have the perfect excuse. And besides, you're funnier than I am.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said you're funnier than I am.
That's true.
You can use my jokes if you want.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, God, I hope that isn't a peace offering. It's me that owes you.
No. I went by the office. Tommy told me what happened.
Yeah, I really screwed up.
Okay, you made some mistakes.
That's an understatement.
What? Who are you? That you think you're so important and superhuman that you're the only one that could have saved the company?
But I didn't save it, did I? So.
Look, I know how badly you feel, but you push me away, you push Tommy and Kevin away. It's like you have to suffer alone. Like your disappointment is so much worse than ours.
It's not disappointment, Mom. It's shame. I failed. Completely. I'm just trying to work out how I live with it.
Oh, sweetheart. Sweetheart, I know what failure is. But as hard as it is, I think you have to lean into those feelings. You haven't had much failure in your life, Sarah. It takes practice to get good at it. It hurts like holy hell. But it's important. It's the door that will lead you to your future.
I just don't know how to do that. It's not who I am. You see, I'm a failure at failure.
No, honey. I think you're being spectacularly successful at failure.
I just got off the phone with Maddox Thompson. They wanted to apologize for not telling me you were up for the same job that I interviewed for.
I know. They called me, too. They were really embarrassed.
Oh, this is so unfair. You're 10 times more qualified than I am. I'm not going to take this knowing that you deserve it.
Don't even think about turning that job down. Okay, it stung a little. But it's a much better fit for you than it would have been for me.
I just feel horrible.
No, sweetie. I will be fine, and I will find another job. Actually, the only bright spot in this terrible day is knowing that you're going off on this whole new adventure. Really.
We were cleaning out the old desks the other day and found this. Walker and Son Fine Produce. I made a bunch of these when I was a kid. Went to show Dad, and he said that that's right. Someday it will be. But unfortunately, he was wrong. Walker and son and daughter, it doesn't have the same ring. He was right to bring Sarah into the business. If I hadn't worked so hard to try to prove him wrong every day, things might be different. Or, for everybody.
You know, you never told me what was in this box.
Because I don't know what is in that box. They gave it to me at the office. It's from Roger Grant.
Oh, my God.
Sarah, I wanted to tell you. I tried to convince him to buy our building. It didn't work. He was not in the least bit interested.
Open it. Some women and some buildings are classic. Thank you for reminding me. I thought you might enjoy these original drawings I did for William when we were all very young.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, Sarah. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Oh, look.
Oh, my foods offices. Oh, you know, these have all been done by hand. Nobody does this anymore. Oh, there used to be a clock tower.
Yeah. Oh, William nixed that right away. He said he didn't want a clock ticking over his head, reminding him how fast the fruit was rotting.
What's this other... Oh, my God. Mom.
Sarah.
Dad was going to build something at Narrow Lake. A house.
Why the heck didn't he tell me?
I guess it was supposed to be a surprise.
Or maybe he wasn't building it for me.
Mom, it's an anagram of your name. Of course it was for you.
Now I'm really confused. Why would Dennis York want the land where William was going to build a house?
I have no idea. Look at this, Nora's art studio. Nora's showing room. Over here, Nora's bathroom on the second floor.
I can't believe he was going to build me a house.
This is more than a house, Mom. This is a love letter. He really loved you. You're allowed to lean into those feelings, you know?
Yes. I guess he did.
Nice job out there. You were very funny.
Oh, thanks. They're a friendly group.
Sorry Kitty couldn't make it tonight. I was looking forward to meeting her.
I think it's best if we keep our relationship to ourselves.
Yeah. I thought so, too. That's why I was so surprised to hear that you'd been talking to Rollin. A lot. What was your plan? Were you taping our conversations? And who were you reporting to besides Joe Rollin?
You were misinformed.
I'm very thorough when it comes to $1 billion contract.
My conversation with Rollin have nothing to do.
Here's the deal. You walk back your plan with Rollin, and you destroy whatever evidence you've collected, or I'll use every ounce of influence I've got to make sure your wife couldn't get elected dog catcher. Good night, Senator. Say hello to
Kitty. I can't believe they're valuing Dad's desk at $30.
Well, look at it. I don't think it's worth anything to anyone but us.
Do you remember that wood burning kit you got me when I was 10?
Yes, I do, because you went around burning your initials into every wooden object you came near. Ah!
I'm staking my claim early.
You know what, sweetheart? I think that you should have this desk. Your father would have wanted you to.
Hey.
Well,
Hey.
hi. Well, what about your event?
Oh, I decided to let Robert cover for me. Is Sarah here?
She's on her way.
Is she okay?
No, but I think she will be.
Come here, look at you. Oh, you look gorgeous.
God, this is such an amazing space. Someone could renovate it and turn it into law.
Honey, could you please shut up?
That's all right. That's all right. I'm reconciled.
Let Robert.
I'm glad you came back. I wanted to talk to you about something.
This is about you getting that new job, I already know.
And?
And we gotta figure this out. Because this is serious. I feel like we're miles apart in where we want to be with our lives, Rebecca. I didn't even know you were interested in this job.
You don't even know what the job is.
Okay, well, tell me about it.
Is everything okay with you two?
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh my God! What? Kitty, what happened to your dinner?
Oh, I just decided to take pity on the audience and let Robert cover for me.
We just all wanted to be here.
Well, I'm glad you are all here because, you know, there's a couple of things that I've wanted to say. The first is I hope you can all forgive me.
Oh, please,
Sarah,
please.
stop.
Okay. Well, the second is we all know Dad was an Irish whiskey man. I always kept a bottle at the house in case you stopped by, kind of hoping that you could help me finish it.
That's a great idea.
That's something I'm actually good at.
Cups.
Tommy, get the cup.
You know, I still have to fix up that whole truck mess.
No, you don't. I spoke with Pedro this afternoon.
Oh, God, I've got to call him and apologize.
No, you don't at all, because he actually wants to buy the trucks himself. He and his brother, they want to go into business, and, you know, they want to take some of the crew with them, so I showed them how to get a small business loan, and they're ecstatic.
Kevin, that's wonderful.
Great symmetry, right? One family business closes, another one opens.
Well, that story actually makes me want to cry. To capitalism.
I know what we should be drinking to. Come on, Sarah.
No, I think you should do it, Uncle Saul.
To Ojai.
To Ojai.
Wow, this is a first.
What?
This family's speechless.
Of all the money that e'er I had, I spent it in good company. And all the harm that ever I've done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting